Hey, what's up, guys? Chad Hermanson here. I get a lot of questions in regards to my players that I work with asking about they're really struggling with what they feel is the high expectations they're getting from mom and dad, right? From parents. So I want to go over just four quick tips for the athletes out there that they can work through and help manage this process and really help build a better relationship with mom and dad. So, number one is I want you to think about is acknowledging and understand the emotions that you're feeling. As an athlete, we go through a lot of emotions, we go through a lot of thoughts and feelings about what we're doing. And so being able to dissect and get into the idea of what am I feeling in the moment, that expectations are going to be out there, they're going to be placed upon you. And really, your expectations come from the thoughts that you're creating from yourself. So check in with the thoughts that you have, and even an action step that you can take is before a game. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling nervous, get out a journal, the notes app in your phone, and just kind of write down what are you feeling and how are you creating these feelings and emotions with your thoughts. And from there, you can address them with a coach, with your parents, and kind of go through why am I feeling these emotions and how can I work through them. And as you work through these emotions, just understand that all you really need to try to focus on is allowing that emotion to happen and allow yourself and your inner work to process the emotion and to work through it. Step number two is you need to set realistic expectations for yourself and just communicate with your parents. Parents want you to succeed. A lot of times, parents have a lot of information and knowledge to give you, but the athlete themselves, you're not ready to receive it or you don't want to receive it. So, set some boundaries there in regards to what expectations you expect from mom and dad. How are you guys going to communicate? And at what point do we need to maybe look at getting a coach, talking to somebody else, having somebody else so we don't have interference in the relationship that you have with one another. One action step that you can take as an athlete is to arrange for a simple meeting with your parents. This needs to be a calm meeting, one that you guys can simply have a conversation about and share with your mom and dad what are your expectations? What are your goals? How are you trying to fulfill them? And make sure you're just communicating there in regards to what expectations you expect for them and that you want to have a healthy relationship with each other, that you really just need their support, you need their love, and anything above that, we probably need to have a deeper conversation about in regards to working on, certain mechanics. If you're a baseball hitter or a pitcher, getting too involved in the process of that part. You also want to make sure that you express your goals to your parents so they understand where you're coming from and share with them how you're going to do that. What kind of work are you going to put in and what kind of expectations you expect from yourself? You can share that with them. Step three is to focus on the process of improving in your game. The game is extremely hard no matter what sport you're playing, in this regard, baseball. As a hitter, right? Focusing on becoming a better hitter, that's a huge process to undertake. It takes a lot of training, it takes a lot of practice, and you need to be able to trust that practice that you're putting in each and every day and allow yourself to be in that moment and to continue to work on those things each and every day. Step number four is to celebrate your small wins. Hitting, for example, is extremely difficult. When we get those hits, you're allowed to enjoy it. You're allowed to show that process, show that emotion. But also, I encourage you to do it in a tasteful way, as we're seeing some interesting things happen throughout the game and emotions getting maybe a little bit out of control, but to each of their own, and just understanding how you want to go about your process of enjoying those small wins, and how far you want to take that individually, to showing up other teammates, coaches, and just maybe even being a little bit disrespectful to those around you. So enjoy the whole process of improving in this game, and I will see you next time.